I'm loving the TurboTax spot. It is so much fun.
Thank you. It's a
Was it
tax break.
yes. Was it just as much fun to film for you?
It was super fun. You know me, Christina. I'm a song and dance man at heart. So anytime I get to shuck my wares, put on my dancing shoes, I'm ready to go.
Ready to go. So what was it about this that made you want to team up with TurboTax for their tax breakup?
I just thought it kind of. I loved the campaign. I thought it was funny, me being like a boy band member and coming out of a cloud of smoke, and also when they cast Eric Griffin, my Workaholics co-star,
Yes.
as the old CPA. I thought that was funny because I always love an opportunity to dunk on him. But I think I'm just the perfect age right now. Uh, where people look at me and be like, he should start doing his taxes, right? He's
Yeah.
getting older. He needs to take more financial responsibility.
Yes.
And I think my fans as well, people that grew up watching, Workaholics or Pitch Perfect or whatever, they also are at that age where they're like, we should take this more seriously. I've been writing off everything in my life. Is that going to get me in trouble? Should I talk to someone professionally about this? The answer is yes, you should.
Right.
TurboTax, they're a great company. They've been great to me, and I mean, they're doing a really cool thing called Beat Your Price, where they will beat the price of your old tax pro by 10% if you go to them and file your taxes within this year, I believe. So they won me over. I'm a TurboTax man through and through.
Through and through. I love that. Yes, it's time for us to all to start becoming adults, I guess, and taking our taxes seriously.
Finally.
Finally. Is this the closest that we're going to come to a full Workaholics reunion type of thing?
I know. This was the Workaholics movie that didn't get made. Is this TurboTax commercial? Yes. This was what Paramount Plus missed out on. We're still, me and the guys from Workaholics we're still trying to find the right thing to do together. And, I think we're close on pulling the trigger on something and maybe trying to go out with it and see if we can and make something cool together. But we were really disappointed when the Workaholics movie didn't go. We were 5 weeks out from production, and Paramount Plus said that it wasn't part of their global agenda anymore. And I'm not still mad, Christina.
No.
I'm not furious. So, we'll see. We'll see. I would love to work with those guys. They're my best friends. So anytime you get to work with your best friends, it's a good day. And I didn't realize how good we had it. Everyone, when we were shooting Workaholics, guest stars would come on. I remember Ben Stiller, we had him as a guest star for an episode. He played our landlord, and he was like, it's never going to get better than this. I hope you guys know this is as good as it gets. Working with your best friends, you guys are all becoming, stars or whatever, quote unquote, together. You're all growing together. It doesn't get better than this. And we're like, yeah, right, Ben. It's all up from here.
Was he right?
He was right. Just looking back at just how much creative control we had and how it was just our thing, and we got to do whatever we wanted to do in that scene and in that moment. It hasn't been that good since, and I don't know if it ever will.
Yeah.
We'll never be that young again, that's for sure.
Right. Well, congratulations on your baby boy. He's just the cutest thing ever. What have these past few months been like for you now that you're kind of slowly inching out of that newborn haze? Are you starting to see things a little clearly again?
I think he's seeing us more clearly. He's getting a little attitude. I was giving him the bottle the other night, and this is the first time he's done this where he just he didn't want it. And normally he'll just kind of bat it away and close his eyes. He goes, and then looks at me with just disgust, like a real, gave me attitude. And that was the first time he really gave me true attitude. So I think he's getting a cute little personality, and I'm scared of it.
Yes, you should be. It's terrifying. It really is. How would you say that being a dad has changed you in the past few months? Was it everything kind of that you expected, or was it totally different?
No, it was kind of what I expected. I think Well, people try to scare you so much. They're like, your life's over. Oh my gosh, your life is over. You'll never get to do anything ever. And I think I was ready for that part of my life to be a little bit over. I was ready to just be home and be a dad
Mhm.
and not necessarily feel like I have to go out all the time. I'm tired. I work a lot. So like when I'm off work, I used to feel like, well, we should try to go do something. Now I'm like, let's do nothing. Let's lay at home with the baby.
Yes.
So I think for my wife, it might be a little different because she is bearing the brunt of the parental responsibility right now because I'm
Hmm.
wrapping up Gemstones,
Sure.
The Righteous Gemstones, season 4,
Season 4.
HBO. And I'm working just 12, 14-hour days, 5, 6 days a week. So she's doing a lot of it. And I'm really proud how she stepped up to the plate.
Yeah.
She's killing.
Did you feel the dad guilt kind of being pulled in both directions, like going back to work and wanting to be home?
Yeah, well, absolutely. And she's been great of just going like, "Hey, you have to go to work.
Mhm.
Like this is how it is." And we both sort of share that mentality of like, "Hey, when you got to work, you have to work." And the
Mhm.
other person takes care of the life outside of work. And she's been fantastic.
Yeah. I saw that you are also shedding the baby weight as well.
My gosh, what an uphill battle that was. I didn't even realize how plump I had gotten. I was like, I looked like I was like a blueberry about ready to pop. I was like Violet from Willy Wonka when she gets filled with all the liquid. Um, yeah, and then I grew like a bad beard to cover up my neck fat at the end of last year. I was like a little ashamed at all the extra rolls down here, so it was a bad look. And I've been just really watching what I'm eating and
Mhm.
working out like a maniac to try to get it off. And I dropped like 20 or 25 pounds, something like
Wow.
that. So it has finally been shed and I can breathe a sigh of relief. But yeah, dad weight is real.
Dad weight is real.
I
I
feel like
haven't.
I gained more weight than Chloe did, and she had a baby.
Yes, the same thing happened to my husband too. After I had my daughter, he gained the baby weight as well.
I don't know. And because it was just fun. It was kind of
Right.
fun to go where Chloe would get like a hankering for pizza. And I'm like, well, what if we do a little taste test and order pizza from 3 different spots and be like, I don't know, Papa John's is pretty good here, whatever.
Totally.
I
What?
don't know. This garlic crust on the Domino's has me going. I'm a little,
Hysterical. What are you most excited for when obviously your son gets a little bit older? What are those things that you're really hoping to do together? Those traditions that you're hoping to create?
I mean, there's so many. Right now, the closest thing that I'm excited for is to be able to throw him onto a couch. I feel like I'm going to do that all day long. That's how I'm going to spend my afternoon. I'm going to come home. Maybe I won't work out as much. Maybe I got to save a little bit, leave a little bit in the tank to just body slam my son over and over because he loves being startled. I don't know if most little boys or kids in general are like this, but like every time you're like, he's like, so I think he's really going to love it, but he's
Not
not
there
quite
yet.
there. He's
Not
not
there
there yet.
yet.
Yeah.
What when it comes time for him to watch some of your movies, your TV shows, what will be the first thing that you are going to screen for him?
It probably won't be Workaholics. I might wait a few years on that one. Or maybe never. Maybe we pretend that didn't happen for him. No, I did I've done so many animated
Mhm.
movies and TV
Right.
shows that I think that one of those will be what I probably will dust off and show him.
Mhm.
I did a thing called Green Eggs and Ham,
Mhm.
Dr. Seuss, and I was Sam I Am.
Mhm.
And so that I think is a great little kids show to watch
Mhm.
once he gets of a certain age and can understand that it's me. I'm excited to have him like hear my voice and be like, wait a second. But from all of my friends that are actors that have kids, they're like, oh, you think that they're gonna care? They
They
won't,
don't.
not even a little bit. They'll be like, oh yeah, dad's work. Ew, why are you showing me this? Or especially when they see you, they're like, I don't like that. You're my
Right.
dad, you're not that person.
It's funny, everybody that I have talked to when I ask, do they think that you're like the cool parent? They're like, no, my kid doesn't care at all, at all.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll see. I want him to really care, so we'll see.
You will care about what I do.
You're gonna care, and you're gonna think I'm cool, dang it. I say things like dang it now, too. I say dang it a lot. I don't know if I've ever said dang it before in my life, but now I'm like, gosh, dang it. Stub my toe, and it just comes out. I'm like, oh, I'm a father.
You are officially a dad.